January 16, 2011. Game day at the University of Nebraska. The contest between the Nebraska Cornhusker women and the visiting Kansas Jayhawks had a special pregame with a special guest.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That is not my real hair.
Maurtice Ivy, called by some the best female basketball player the state of Nebraska ever produced. On this day, her legend would be confirmed. Maurtice Ivy, forever champion.
Steal and loss. In 2000, she was honored by Nebraska as a member of its Omaha Central team. She has gone on to coach at the collegiate level, spending 3 seasons as an assistant at Nebraska Omaha before becoming the head coach at Peru State College in 2007. She is joined here today by members of her 2011 Bobcat basketball team.
It's a great privilege to be here today, Maurtice, to be a part of this. I had the great opportunity to watch Maurtice play in high school, and we actually played against each other in college, and I coached against Maurtice. So this relationship goes back a long ways, and not only is this a well-deserved honor, it's a long overdue honor.
Honestly, I'm really kind of trying to process that whole thing. Like, wow, I think for me as an athlete, it just lets me know that I've come full circle.
The legend of Maurtice Ivy truly began from her freshman year at Omaha Central High School, a first-team All-Stater in basketball and track and field. Her basketball prowess had all Nebraska in awe, leading the state in scoring in 1982, 1983, and 1984. She also led her Central Eagles to the top of Nebraska's large schools class A state championships in 83 and 84, and the colleges noticed.
Maurtice had 253 scholarship offers. That's more than anyone in the history of Nebraska. She had 253 scholarship offers. 53. She was kind of leaning, she was looking at Iowa, she was looking at Kansas, and she was looking at San Diego. And Georgia was looking at her real hard.
My parents had a talk with me. They decided that, well, they talked to me and said that there was a lot of people that had an opportunity to watch me grow as a student athlete, and they wanted to see me stay home and make Nebraska a better program.
Maurtice went from Central Purple and White to Nebraska Scarlet and Cream. She chose to stay home with a large goal in mind.
We talked about it for 4 years, what we wanted to accomplish there. And it wasn't really about Maurtice, it was about us collectively deciding that we wanted to accomplish some things, and we went after it.
Despite leading the team in scoring her sophomore and junior years, Nebraska missed the NCAA tournament. At the start of her senior year, another blow. The team's top inside player and its locker room leader, Stephanie Bali, suffered a knee injury. Bali immediately put a new challenge on the team's top scorer.
I told her she's got to take over the lead and we're going to win the championship. A lot of people laughed at her all the way from she came in as a freshman saying we're going to win the Big 8 title. She got a lot of laughter, and I said, you're going to take us there and prove them all wrong.
Her friend's advice resonated, and Ivy carried the team all the way to a Big 8 regular season championship and the school's first ever NCAA tournament berth. Along the way, she picked up League Player of the Year honors, the first Husker to do so. Another in a long line of first in a career and a life.
I'm the first player in Nebraska to go over the 2,000 mark, women or men. I was the first one. I was the first one to help Nebraska, go in on that national stage and get that national recognition. I was the first at Central to do a lot of things I did in high school. At Peru, I'm the first African-American head coach in the state of Nebraska to coach on the collegiate. I'm the first again. And so I'm the pioneer. And you know what? I want to make sure I wear that hat very well.
Peru, Nebraska, a farming community 65 miles southeast of Omaha, home to Peru State College, the state's first institution of higher learning.
You ain't got no homework either? You got homework? Nope. All right, well, you straight then.
This is where Ivy competes now, as head coach of the Peru State Bobcats women's basketball team.
Yeah, Mo, get it, baby,
let's go. Bring that thing down some. Hit that chest and pop that thing back up. You know how to do it.
2011 marks her 4th season as head coach. In that time, she's made the Bobcats competitive within the Midwest Collegiate Athletic Conference, but they seek to be more than just competitive.
I think the fact that we're moving in the right direction is good for Peru, but my expectations is that I bring a national championship here. You know, we win conference. I mean, so those are things that I'm expecting from, you know, myself and my team.
Every day we lace up, we gotta be bringing it. Every game. We got 12 games, we gotta be bringing it every single game. That's the bottom line.
The upcoming opponent is the College of the Ozarks Bobcats, and not only do they share a nickname, they share an ambition. Ozarks was the preseason pick to win the YMCA by the league's coaches. Peru State was projected to finish 2nd.
That post-entry pass, you gotta know they're going to 45.
45, if we keep her out of the paint area, she's not going to be real effective. She took a shot right here, but she's not going to be effective.
You sealing, you going towards the basket, you drive and penetrate, you follow and you drop that pass off. That's our 2-man game.
Serious, intense preparation. The players took detailed notes as if they were in a class of study.
You got to play this game like this is a national championship game, because you know what? Guess what? They have been on the national stage for the last 8 years in a row. So you playing a team that's been there. That's where we want to go. Where they been, that's where we want. We want to take their place this year. Make it work.
Let's go. From the film room, they returned to practice on the game floor.
Finish that. Let's go. You gotta make a good pass to her.
It is said that teams take on the personality of its leader. Many on this team found themselves melded in from the first day they came here.
It's like Hurricane Katrina multiplied by like 4, because coaches, like a lot of us, we do not like to lose. I never had a coach that was very passionate and she coaches straight up. You know, she doesn't coach us for favorites. She coaches to win.
Once the shot goes up, if the person's not in front of you and there's nobody there, there's a space, go and make sure we go to the front of the rim. Get to the front of the rim.
She's hard. You can see that she obviously put in work back in the day, and it shows today. You know, coaching wise, and you know, not just a coach, but she's a friend as well. You know, give us the shirt off her back.
You know, she talks a lot of cash, a lot. She'll try to get in our heads and like, oh, you're not gonna shoot that. You can't make that. Come on, are you serious? When she gets out there to play, she gets in that competitive mode, and she doesn't think anything else but compete. And I can understand that, and I respect that a lot.
Coach Ivy would go to any lengths to get her team ready to play. From dusting off the skills that made her a legend one day, to bringing in a group of Peru State football players for a scrimmage the next day.
Make him go left. Make him go left, Raish. Nice, Jack. Stop. Let's go. Nice. Nice.
The male ego would not be spared as the women turned up the intensity, showing the fire they wanted to unleash on College of the Ozarks.
Well, Coach, we've talked around